Today, our instructor is Mr. Christian Sadler. This guy, we started out today's broadcast a few minutes early, listening to the advice of Mr. Jim Rohn, and I thought how this applied to Christian. Christian is not an excuser. He doesn't have a list of excuses why he isn't accomplishing things. He isn't excusing that he didn't have his guests signed up. He didn't have guests. He's not got an excuse why people aren't there. He's not got an excuse why the presentation rooms aren't ready at Salt Lake Community College. He's not got an excuse of why he didn't close a land deal worth $100,000 and more. He doesn't have an excuse for why he's not rehabbing, doing a fix and flip on an historic home in Salt Lake City with a great team. He is a doer. He does all those things. He has a plan. He looks out, what else can I do? Where's the value I can bring? And this morning he's bringing us value here. Christian, how are you, sir?
I'm great, Ron. How are you?
Fantastic. Glad you're here.
Well, I'm glad to be here. Really honored and privileged to be on here and to get to teach you guys every single Thursday. And, you know, I'm grateful as well for you, Ron, in you starting out these calls and always bringing great energy, great music, a great message, and just a great attitude. So thanks so much for everything you do to start off our mornings. Folks, we are going to we're going to have a great morning today. I want to share with you guys a cool tool that I've built. I'm going to have to make some adjustments to it for you guys, but that's only if you really want it. So we'll see if you guys want it down the line. What I will say is the first thing I need to cover, and let me just share my screen here. All right. So tonight is a big night, folks. There's a few changes in what's going on. And so I want to make sure that you guys know, if you're here in Utah, specifically, just some of these changes. We need to get the word out. We need to make sure we're letting our guests know. We need to make sure that we're letting our IMAs know because we can make this night super, super powerful. So if you guys know, we usually meet right over here at the Gail Miller Conference Center, right? This is where we're usually meeting. And tonight, we're going to be right here at the Miller Free Enterprise Center, okay? So when you get there tonight, you know, parking is right here, or it's over here on the other side, right? So you've got the parking. Oh, you got the parking. And you guys are going to start off right here. You're going to go through these doors. There's a couple of doors right here in the Miller Free Enterprise Center. And then there's a big foyer right here. This is where we're meeting. Now, I know that, going over this on this training maybe is not the best use of our time. And at the same time, I would say that it is because, again, I could use you guys' help of spreading the word that this is how things are going to roll. If we can make this smooth, it's going to be a great transition. So there's some stairs right here, and this is where we'll do the announcement. And then all new first-time exposure folks are going to stay in this building in the Miller Free Enterprise Center, and then all of our study groups and everything else are going to stay over here. So just want to throw that out there. If you guys can help us with that, get the word out. We kind of got the message last minute that we didn't have our usual room at the Gail Miller Conference Center for our intro presentation, and I just want to clear that up. I want to not have it affect our flow. In fact, it's going to help our flow. So the other thing that that I could use you guys' help on, if you're here in Utah, is if you have done a real estate transaction in the last 12 months, if you bought a deal, if you sold a deal, if you flipped a deal, if you've, acquired a rental property, if you've, velocity banking your house down and paid it off. If you've done a real estate transaction in the last 12 months, then please be there on time today. And before you run over to your study groups, before you head over to the AIT or the Spanish Mastermind or any of those things, I want you to come into the auditorium. We're going to have a quick intro by Alden Sparks, and he's going to bring everybody down to the front who's done a real estate transaction in the last 12 months. And we are going to get a picture. We're going to get a great picture that can be used for social media and, lots of different ways in, just exemplifying the fact that we create real estate investors. That we've got people doing deals. There is people all across this valley, all across the state, all across the nation that are succeeding in real estate because of this system. So I wanted to take this opportunity with this platform to have you guys here in Utah understand, kind of what's going down tonight. Also, to be prepared for, I will be doing the presentation. So Mitch Nelson has, asked for the opportunity to take the night off and, focus on some things in his personal life and celebrate with somebody that he cares about. And so, of course, that's why we do this business, is so that we can do those great things with the people that we love and care about. And so I was asked to step up to the plate, and it's really been cool because it's given me and Lauren the opportunity to put our butts in gear, so to speak, and get the presentation that we've been, working through in our mind, for months down onto a PowerPoint presentation. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So the last thing that I'll talk about with that is, folks, I could use some of you that maybe normally go over to the study groups. I could use some of you in that room for feedback, because this will be the first time I'm doing this presentation. Now, the guests won't know that, right? The guests won't really understand. It'll look like it's done exactly the way it's supposed to be done, because it is, and it will be. And, I plan on rocking the house. And at the same time, I could use some feedback from you folks on this presentation so I can refine it, make it better, make it more powerful, and help move people along through this process, change their lives, and become combo owners. All right, so that's that. Let me switch my screen share here, and I have got a tool for you. So, all right, I've created this script. I've been working with some of my team members, and especially the team members that are qualifying to me. And I've created this to help simplify their conversation and make their conversations more powerful when they're brand new. And so this script is specifically for those who are borrowing the credibility of the team and of their 5-star affiliate and or anybody else in the group that they want to borrow the credibility of. This is your opportunity, and this script I will make available to you guys. I'll edit it, and I'll make it so that it's more generalized, so that you can go in and then create your own, because it's really built as a template here. And what you want to do is you want to take this script and you want to edit it to use the names that fit for you. So you're going to put your name in there. You're going to put, your 5-star affiliate's name in there. You're going to, change it up. You're also going to make it flow with your language. So that's key is, when you get a script, the first thing you want to do is go through that script and make it sound like you. You are not trying to be me. You're not trying to be Michael. You're not trying to be, John O'Neill or Mitch Nelson or anybody else. You just want to take the format and then be you. But there is some key points. There's some key points that I want you guys to make sure you do. Is this this script was really created based off of the Straight Line Persuasion Training by Jordan Belfort. So Straight Line Persuasion, Jordan Belfort, he created this. And, well, he didn't create this, sorry. He created an amazing training that helps you understand where your voice inflections go and, you know, how to be very compelling in your tonality. And I want you guys to use tonality when you utilize this script. So here's the thing. If I'm going to take the time to edit this script and post it for you guys as a tool, then I want to see that you're actually going to use it. Because if nobody on here is going to use it, no big deal. It'll be a great training someday for those who decide to, you know, get it from me personally. But if you're not going to use it, then I have no reason to go through and make the edits and, you know, make it more generalized for you. So I'm just going to throw that out there right now. So here's how you tell me, here's how you show me, I should say, here's how you show me that you guys actually want it. You go to the Facebook group, Elevate SLC, okay? Any of you who are not on there yet, just ask to be added to that group. So go to that group, and I would say I need 10 people to comment on a post. So one of you needs to put the post on there that says, I want to role play this script with others. Who's willing? Okay, so just somebody go in there and post it. You can do it right now if you want. You can do it right after we get off of this call so you don't miss anything. So somebody put the post, and then I need 9 other people, so that's 10 of you total, to go on there and say, I'm committed. Like, I want to role play as well. I want to see 10 commitments. If 10 of you aren't going to commit to using this script, then it doesn't make a whole lot of sense for me to give it out as a resource, or to take my time, that for that matter, to edit it and you know, make it fit for you guys. So one person, go on to the Facebook page, Elevate SLC, and put a post that says, I want to role play the Straight Line script that Christion talked about on his training. Who's willing and wants to do it with me? And then if 9 others of you, so that's 10 people total, get on there and comment and say, I want to as well, then you guys are going to start collaborating. Because what I'm realizing is many of us are trying to do this business alone, and it can be demoralizing. It can be lonely. It can be difficult when we feel like we're running this business alone, and we don't have to do that. There's so many people on this team that want to engage with you. And I realized that I had this huge benefit when I first started in this business, where I would go into an office and there would be people there that I could connect with and I could collaborate with. And so that's how I actually created, you know, the business partnership with Steve Myers. Is me and him were always the first ones there in the morning. We're always the ones that were there, you know, at night when everything was said and done, and getting ready to go post flyers or go post roadside signs. And then we realized that we had a lot of the same ideas and goals, and we had tools and resources that complemented the other, and we had, you know, completely different personalities. And that actually helped us a lot. You know, he's more the analytical type. I'm more the go make a mess type, if you want to call it that. So throw this out there. I'm just going to say it one more time. I see there's 9 chats in here, but those chats are not going to be enough to motivate me to edit this and put it into the group. So what I want to see is one person in the Elevate SLC group. You make the post. 9 other people comment that you're going to role play with the other people on that line. And then, of course, follow up on that, guys. Please don't say, yes, I'm interested. I want to, role play. And then when somebody sends you a message and says, hey, what's your phone number? Let's find a time to role play. Don't blow them off. Like, don't do that. Okay. I want you guys to engage with each other. I want you to connect. I want to make sure that we're creating a valuable collaborative effort. All right. So let's go through the script real quick. And again, if I get enough people that do that in the Facebook group, then guess what? I will do another training on this script, and I'll create another script and another script. I've got scripts that I'm creating. I'm creating them for my team regardless, and I'll share them with you guys, and I'll make them more generalized for the whole team if people are actually going to use them. All right. So you guys have been probably reading ahead on me while I've been talking, but let me walk through this script for you, and then we can talk a little bit of the thought process behind it, okay? So I'm just going to model it as I go through it. You guys can see that some of the stuff you're going to have to edit, right? So like this right here, we're going to edit. You're not going to use my name necessarily if you're not on my team and qualifying to me. You're going to use somebody else. Now you can potentially use my name, but let's walk through it. All right, I am going to call, and I'm going to pretend that I am Haskell. Okay, Haskell's one of my team members. Haskell and Carla, they're out there. They're starting to use this script and make dials. So I'm just going to pretend that I'm Haskell, and I'm calling John on behalf of Christian Sadler. All right, now I'm going to model it, walk through it. Hi, John. John, this is Haskell. I'm calling on behalf of Christian Sadler, real estate investor. You had answered an ad of his about real estate. Do you remember doing that? Awesome. Did I catch it a good time? Perfect. So what is it about that ad that piqued your attention? That makes sense. What do you currently do for work? So are you looking at real estate investing as a way to supplement what you're doing now, or would you go full-time once you replaced or doubled your income? Have you ever done real estate in the past? John, have you ever run your own business or been in charge of your own schedule or your own paycheck? Do you feel you have the discipline to control your own schedule? Okay, great. John, it sounds like you might be a good fit for the team. I guess the only way to know for sure is to meet in person and find out. The next opportunity we can make that happen is this Thursday. We'll be getting together over in Sandy around 6:45. Is there anything you're doing Thursday evening that you can't get out of? Okay, great. It is by invitation only, so I'll need to make sure I have the right info for you to reserve your spot. The email I have for you is john@johnjohn.com. Is that the best one to reach you on? And how do I spell your first and last name? Great. So John, do me a favor. When you get there, I want to make sure you meet Christian. Christian's been doing real estate for over 12 years. He's done a ton of flips. He's also dabbled in commercial real estate and raw land. I know about one of his deals where him and his partners cleared over $200,000 in profit. So he's definitely somebody you're going to want to know. He'll likely be super busy with the event, but do your best to make sure you at least shake his hand. Let him know you're working with me and that you're looking to join the team. Sound good? Perfect. I'll be sure to reserve you a spot. Before I let you go, though, can I ask you one more question? John, are you the type of person that follows through on the things they say they're going to do? So if I reserve you a spot and have the team watching out for you, you're going to be there, right? Perfect. See you then. Now, I want you guys to pay attention to the tonality throughout, right? Notice when my voice inflections go higher, notice when they stay flat, and notice when they go down. If you guys can learn why those voice inflections happen, then it's going to be so much more powerful for you to utilize this script. So again, I built this for those folks on my team, especially those ones that are qualifying to me, and that's why it's got my name in here, calling on behalf of me. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to change that to your 5-star affiliate, because that way, as they walk through the process, they are qualifying, right? In their mind, they're qualifying to meet with Michael Huggins or Mitch Nelson or Gavin Sundall or Alden Sparks or whoever else it is they're going to be doing a follow-up, because if you're still going through qualification, right, you have the opportunity to leverage your 5-star affiliate and have them do follow-ups for you. So this whole process, they feel like they're qualifying to be a part of the team. And that's because they are. You get to choose who you do business with. And guess what? If it doesn't sound like they qualify, then move them to disqualified. You get to choose who you do business with. Okay? So I'm just going to check the chat here real quick. I know I ran through this fast, but when you guys do what I said on the Elevate SLC group, what I'm going to do is I'm going to then go in there and I'm going to share with you a link to the straight line persuasion training. Or you can also go through the book form, which is on the Audible, which is Way of the Wolf, Jordan Belfort, Way of the Wolf. One way or the other, I want you guys to learn, the tonality of this so you understand what I'm talking about. And then what I'll do is I'll edit this script over the next day or so, and I'll post the link to the script where you guys will be able to view it, and then you can copy it, create it as your own, and put your own name in there so it flows a little bit better, right? Obviously, you can use it like this, but it's a lot more powerful if you actually put your name in here. Now you're going to leave this as their name, because every time you make another dial, you're going to use that person's name. And, you'll understand this when you go through the training, but you're going to use their name throughout the script because people like to hear their own name. So hopefully this was helpful. Let me jump over to the chat. All right. So thank you. Absolutely. Yes. Thank you. Just posted it. Natalie posted it on Facebook. So all you guys got to do is go on there and comment on her post. Can someone please add me to the group? Perfect. Yes. We are happy to add you to the group. Adrienne, what you'll want to do is just go find the group and request to join, and then we can go ahead and let you on there. So Anthony, we've posted. Thank you. I'm willing to role play once I'm added to the Facebook group. Okay, we'll get you in there. Please add me to the Facebook group. Dana Platts. Okay, folks, help these folks out. Help these folks out. Okay, get these people on to the Facebook group and get them added. So, Adrian. Okay, Adrian, now I will help you today. Here's my phone number. If for some reason we can't get you added right away, then just let me know. Send me a text message and we'll get it sorted out. I'm going to be on phone calls. I will be on leadership calls until about 10:30 this morning, and then I can help you out. So somebody else do your best to help Adrienne first, and if that doesn't work, then Adrienne, just send me a text, give me a call, and I'll help you. Thanks for being on here, folks. Again, once I see 10 people total that are committed to doing this, I'm going to post a link to the straight line persuasion, and then I'm going to edit this script, and I'm going to post a link to this script. Hopefully that helps everybody. You all are awesome. You rock. Chats are still coming in here. Thanks. You're very welcome.